The sun is low above the water. The harbor breathes in shades of gold. A distant ferry sounds its whistle, and evening settles on the road. We met beside a faded awning, where an old cafe faced the pier. You stirred the sugar in your coffee, then smiled and moved your chair more near. The linen curtains caught the sea wind. Small boats were sleeping by the quay, and every little sound around us felt like a secret meant to keep. Before the last ferry home, we walked the shoreline all alone, with summer stars above the water and warm sand beneath our feet. We never promised one another that our story wouldn't end. We just held the night together while the tide came in again. The harbor lamps began to shimmer. A violin played down the lane. We passed the houses on the hillside, still holding sunlight from the day. You stopped beneath an old stone archway and looked across the quiet blue. I knew that moment would stay with me long after summer carried you. Before the last ferry home, we walked the shoreline all alone, with summer stars above the water and warm sand beneath our feet. We never promised one another that our story wouldn't end. We just held the night together while the tide came in again. Some loves remain like distant islands, too far to touch, too bright to lose. They live inside familiar music, inside the scent of morning dew. And when I hear a ferry calling across the water late at night, I see your face beneath that archway, still glowing in the harbor light. Before the last ferry home, there was a world that was our own. Just an old town by the water, two young hearts and summer air. Though the years have changed the harbor, one small memory still remains. You were waving from the ferry as the moon rose on the waves. The cafes close along the waterfront. The final boat becomes a light. I hear its distant whistle fading into the Mediterranean night.
The evening falls behind the hillside. Soft shadows gather by the sea. A little radio plays somewhere, an old and tender melody. I found you near the harbor garden, where red geraniums touch the wall. You held a book against your shoulder as summer sunlight covered all. We chose a table in the corner, two small coffees, nothing more, and watched the wooden boats returning to their places by the shore. Moonlight over San Marino, silver dancing on the blue. Every window held a story, every road led back to you. We were young beneath the heavens, with the whole night moving slow. Moonlight over San Marino, that's the summer I still know. We walked beneath the old balconies, where linen moved above the street. A distant mandolin was playing while warm stones rested at our feet. You bought a flower from the market, then placed it gently in your hair. And when the harbor bells were ringing, I wished that we could linger there. Moonlight over San Marino, silver dancing on the blue. summer I still know. Time has taken us through places that we never dreamed we'd see, but it couldn't take that evening from the deepest part of me. When the scent of coffee finds me, when a warm wind crosses town, I can hear your distant laughter as the Mediterranean sun goes down. Moonlight over San Marino, golden lamps along the quay. Though our summer turned to memory, it still lives beside the sea. And whenever night grows quiet, there's a place my heart will go. Moonlight over San Marino, where our old love still glows. The final cafe closes slowly. The moon rests gently on the phone, and somewhere beyond San Marino, an old love is sailing home.
A sleepy morning fills the harbor. Warm sunlight touches every wall. From somewhere near the open water, I hear the distant seabirds call. You lived above a little bakery, behind a window painted blue. Each morning when I cross the plaza, I'd raise my eyes and look for you. Then we would meet beside the fountain, where ivy covered ancient stone, and share our coffee in the sunshine, as if the summer were our own. Blue window in August, open softly to the sea. You were standing in the sunlight, and the whole world disappeared for me. No clocks upon the table, no reason to be gone, just your eyes and quiet water in the warmth before the dawn. At noon we'd follow shaded alleys where yellow flowers touch the doors, then rest beneath a striped umbrella at a cafe beside the shore. The scent of coffee mixed with salt air, a slow guitar played from inside, and every word you spoke so softly was carried outward with the tide. Blue window in August opened softly to the sea. You were standing in the sunlight, and the whole world disappeared for me. No clocks upon the table, no reason to be gone, just your eyes and quiet water in the warmth before the dawn. Years have passed beyond that coastline. The old streets may not look the same. Perhaps another wakes each morning behind that little window frame. But when the summer air grows warmer and coffee lingers in the breeze, I see that blue above the harbor and hear your footsteps near the sea. Blue window in August, still you open in my mind to a town of golden evenings and a love we left behind. Though we traveled different roads, one small memory carries on. You beside that blue old window, waiting for another dawn. Now evening settles on the water, the harbor lamps begin to glow. I close my eyes and see that window from a summer long ago. The morning climbs above the hillside, a pale sun touches roofs of stone. Beyond the pines, beside the water, an old guitar is playing low. We found a cafe past the village, half hidden underneath the trees, with little chairs beside the railing and white curtains in the breeze. You watch the fishing boats in silence, I watch the sunlight on your
small cups of dark espresso kept us longer in that place at the cafe beyond the pines. We forgot the hands of time. There was summer on the water. There was sunlight in your eyes. Nothing waited past the shoreline. Nothing called us from that day. Only you and quiet blue waves, while the hours slipped away. We took the coastal road at sunset, past olive trees and garden walls. The evening air was warm and golden, and distant bells began to call. You stopped to watch the boats below us. Their little sails were turning white, then rested gently on my shoulder as the sea received the night. At the cafe beyond the pines, we forgot the hands of time. There was summer on the water. There was sunlight in your eyes. Nothing waited past the shoreline. Nothing called us from that day. Only you and quiet blue waves, while the hours slipped away. I have known 1,000 sunsets, I have walked 1,000 streets, but some places stay much closer than the people that we meet. And whenever pines are moving in a warm September breeze, I can smell that old espresso and hear your laughter through the trees. At the cafe beyond the pines, there's a summer still alive in the chairs beside the railing, in the blue beyond the vines. Though our roads no longer meet there, one small moment chose to stay, like the sunlight on the water at the ending of the day. The little cafe closes softly, one lamp remains beside the sea. Beyond the pines the waves keep turning and bring that summer back to me.
morning sun climbs through the shutters. A quiet breeze comes from the bay. Down by the pier, the cups are ringing, and sleepy boats begin their day. I met you near the flower market, where summer roses fill the square. You wore a ribbon on your shoulder, and sunlight rested in your hair. We found a table by the harbor, beneath an awning striped with white, and talked above two small espressos until the morning turned to light. Golden hours in Bella Vista, slowly drifting with the sea. Every doorway held a secret, every breeze brought you to me. We had nowhere we were going, we had nothing we could lose. Only summer, quiet laughter, and 1,000 shades of blue. At dusk we'd climb the old stone stairway, past little gardens on the hill, while lanterns woke along the harbor, and all the narrow streets grew still. You'd stop beneath the bougainvillea to watch the coastline turn to gold, and I would wish that one small evening could somehow never become old. Golden hours in Bella Vista, slowly drifting with the sea. Every doorway held a secret, every breeze brought you to me. We had nowhere we were going, we had nothing we could lose. Only summer, quiet laughter, and 1,000 shades of blue. Years have changed the view before me, other seasons came and passed, but the heart has its own harbor, where a moment still can last. When I hear a distant guitar or smell coffee in the air, Bella Vista rises softly, and once more I find you there. Golden hours in Bella Vista still are shining in my mind, with the lamps along the water and our younger hearts inside. Though the road has carried onward, one sweet summer still comes through, in the evening bells of Bella Vista and that endless coastal blue. Now the moon is on the harbor, one old cafe leaves a light, and Bella Vista keeps our story in the warm Mediterranean night. Old cafe chairs are put away. A distant radio plays low, like summers only we would know. Espresso cooling by my hand, footprints fading in the sand. Whitewashed houses catch the sun. Another quiet day is done. I hear the harbor bells once more and think of you along the shore. Some memories never disappear, they simply learn to whisper near. Harbor lights, remember, every night we used to stay. When the sea was warm and tender, and tomorrow felt so far away. Though the years have crossed between us, there is something time can't hide. Harbor lights, remember how you walked there by my side. The old stone streets are glowing gold, the fishermen are growing old. A little table waits for two beneath a sky of faded blue. The evening breeze brings back somehow the way you smiled, I see it now. No photograph could ever keep the little promises we made so deep. Harbor lights, remember, every night we used to stay. When the sea was warm and tender, and tomorrow felt so far away. Though the years have crossed between us, there is something time can't hide. Harbor lights, remember how you walked there by my side. Maybe love was never meant to hold the summer where it went. Maybe beauty has to leave to give the heart a place to dream. Still when moonlight finds the sea, that younger world comes back to me. Harbor lights, remember all the words we never said. Every warm and quiet September, every sunset painted red. And wherever life may take us, one old coastline still survives, where the harbor lights remember the sweetest summer of our lives. So I finish my espresso as the daylight leaves the blue. The sea keeps singing softly, and somewhere in its song is you. upon the roofs. A quiet bell rings by the sea. Coffee warms the little table, and the wind brings you to me. Golden shutters open slowly. Sunlight falls across the square. Sailboats drift beyond the harbor. Summer lingers everywhere. From the cafe by the water, someone plays an old guitar, and I watch the waves returning from a place that feels so far. There are days the heart remembers without asking where they went. Where the blue sea sleeps, my darling, I can hear your laughter still, floating through the narrow alleys, past the houses on the hill. We were young beneath that sunlight, with no reason to believe that a summer by the ocean could become a memory. On the pier the boats are swaying, painted doors are worn with time. Someone pours another coffee. Church bells answer every chime. I remember how you waited in your simple summer dress, while the evening turned to amber, and your hand was holding mine. Nothing stays the way we knew it. Still the heart knows where to go. Where the blue sea sleeps, my darling, I can hear your laughter still, floating through the narrow alleys, past the houses on the hill. We were young beneath that sunlight, with no reason to believe that a summer by the ocean could become a memory. Years may change the names above the doors, new faces fill the cafe chairs, but the sea keeps breathing as before, and salt remains upon the air. If love can live without returning, then ours is somewhere living too. Between the stones, the waves, the sunlight, and every road that led to you. Where the blue sea sleeps, my darling, evening settles warm and slow. Little lamps begin to shimmer where we walked so long ago.
I don't ask the years to bring you back into these arms of mine. I just let the sea remember what was beautiful in time. One last coffee by the window, one last sail beyond the bay. The Mediterranean whispers, and the summer fades away.
Softly comes the morning tide, silver boats begin to sway. Someone opens up the cafe, and the blue wakes with the day. I found your postcard in a drawer, faded at the edges now. You wrote about a little town where jasmine climbed above the house. We spent our mornings near the marina, coffee dark and windows wide, watching sunlight touch the water while you rested by my side. Those days were never asking for a reason they should stay. Postcards from the coast, little pieces of our summer, salt upon your hair and your name beneath my breath. We had nothing but the daylight and a table near the sea, yet somehow those simple hours still mean everything to me. At noon the narrow streets grew quiet, curtains moved behind the doors, old men play their cards in shadows, children ran along the shore. You would choose the smallest cafe where the owner knew our names, and we'd stay until the sunset turned the harbor into flame. I never knew a quiet moment could remain for all these years. Postcards from the coast, little pieces of our summer, salt upon your hair and your name beneath my breath. We had nothing but the daylight and a table near the sea, yet somehow those simple hours still mean everything to me. Maybe somewhere that old cafe still sets two chairs beside the blue. Maybe jasmine fills the evening like it did when I had you. I don't need to turn time backward, I don't need those days again.
Some loves become much sweeter when remembered now and then. Postcards from the coast, golden corners of a lifetime, boats returning home under skies of quiet gold. Though our roads went different places, there is one thing I still know: part of us remains forever in that town beside the coast. So I place your card beside me while the evening shadows grow. Somewhere far beyond my window, the Mediterranean glows.
The town is waking quietly. Blue shadows leave the stone. A cup of coffee waits for me, and morning comes alone. Above the little harbor road, our balcony faced the sea, with linen dancing in the breeze, and sunlight through the trees. You'd lean against the painted rail, your hair caught by the air, while fishing boats came slowly home, and church bells fill the square. We never spoke of forever, we simply let the hours unfold. On the balcony by the sea, you were summer next to me, with the morning on your shoulders and the whole blue world below. There was coffee on the table, there was music from the street, and I thought that life was endless on the balcony by the sea. At noon we'd wander through the town, past doors of faded green, where flowers climbed the ancient walls, and cats slept in between. We'd find a quiet corner cafe, two chairs beneath the vine. You'd smile across your espresso and gently reach for mine. No grand promises between us, only moments warm and true. On the balcony by the sea, you were
summer next to me, with the morning on your shoulders and the whole blue world below. There was coffee on the table, there was music from the streets, and I thought that life was endless on the balcony by the sea. Now the seasons cross the water and the years move like the tide. Different roads have carried us to different sides of life. But sometimes when the room is quiet and evening turns to gold, I smell the sea and bitter coffee and become that man of old. On the balcony by the sea, you still turn and smile at me, in a photograph of summer that no passing year can change. Though the chairs may now be empty, though our footsteps disappeared, that small balcony still holds us somewhere beyond the years. The harbor sleeps beneath the moon, a final cafe closes slow, and from a balcony by the sea, I watch an old memory glow.
Morning settles on the harbor, golden light across the bay. Coffee warms the quiet table, while the boats begin their day. You were waiting by the window, summer sunlight in your eyes. Whitewashed houses climb the hillside, underneath the endless sky. We could hear an old guitar from a cafe down the street, and the breeze that crossed the water brought the scent of orange trees. At a table near the blue, I spent those summer days with you. Nothing more we needed then, just the sea, the sun, the wind. Even now, when evenings fall, I can still remember all. We would wander through the alleys where the painted shutters shone, past the boats along the marina, past the walls of ancient stone. When the afternoon grew quiet, you would gently take my hand, and we'd watch the distant sailors disappear beyond the land. At a table near the blue, I spent those summer days with you. Nothing more we needed then, just the sea, the sun, the wind. Even now, when evenings fall, I can still remember all. Years have carried us much farther than we ever thought they'd go. Still that little town is living in a corner of my soul. Somewhere coffee still is pouring, somewhere evening bells still ring, and the Mediterranean keeps remembering everything. At a table near the blue, part of me still waits for you, under skies of faded gold, in a summer never old. Though our footsteps disappear, that quiet love remains so near. Night is falling on the harbor, little lanterns touch the sea, and the wind between the sailboats brings your memory back to me. Evening leans across the rooftops, warm light settles on the stone. From the harbor comes a melody, soft as something once our own. You were walking by the marina, in the quiet summer air. Little boats were rocking slowly, silver sunlight everywhere. From a corner cafe doorway, coffee drifted with the breeze, and I watched you turn and smile underneath the old palm trees. When the marina turns gold, I remember days of old, how we wandered without hurry, how your hand was holding mine. Every wave became a memory, every sunset took its time. Later through the narrow alleys, we would walk beneath the moon, past the balconies and lanterns, while an old guitar played a tune. There were voices from the windows, there was laughter from the square, Mediterranean left its summer in your hair. When the marina turns gold, I remember days of old, how we wandered without hurry, how your hand was holding mine. Every wave became a memory, every sunset took its time. Life has taken many corners, many seasons came and went. Still I see that coastal evening like a letter never sent. I don't wish to change the ending, I just treasure what we knew. For the sea was never brighter than the nights I spent with you. When the marina turns gold, there are stories never told. There are summers that keep living, though their lovers drift apart. And somewhere beyond the harbor, that old evening fills my heart. Now the cafe lights are fading, and the boats sleep by the shore. One last breeze crosses the water, and I think of you once more. Quiet breeze comes from the water, morning paints the rooftops white. Someone pours the first espresso as the harbor meets the light. We would meet beside the fountain, where the lemon branches grew. You would come along the old road in your dress of faded blue. There were bicycles by doorways, there were flowers on the stairs, and the smell of bread and coffee drifted softly through the air. Under the lemon trees, you were smiling next to me, while the sleepy little harbor shimmered underneath the sun. We had nowhere else to hurry, we
We had nothing left to prove, only summer on our shoulders, and a quiet kind of love. In the afternoon we'd wander where the fishing boats were tied, past the cafes by the water, walking slowly side by side. When the evening bells were ringing, we would climb the coastal hill, watching windows turn to amber as the town below grew still. Under the lemon trees, you were smiling next to me, while the sleepy little harbor shimmered underneath the sun. We had nowhere else to hurry, we had nothing left to prove, only summer on our shoulders, and a quiet kind of love. Time has changed the streets between us, different seasons found our doors, but some nights I hear the ocean like I heard it once before. Then the scent of lemon blossoms brings that distant world to me, and for one slow golden moment, you're still waiting by the sea. Under the lemon trees, there are memories in the breeze. There are footsteps in the harbor that the years could never move. Though that summer disappeared, it still feels forever near, like the sunlight on the water, and a quiet kind of love. Now the moon rests on the rooftops, and the harbor lights burn low. Somewhere underneath the lemon trees, our old summer still can glow.
The morning rests upon the water, a distant bell begins to chime. The cafe opens by the harbor, and the sea forgets the time. I remember painted doorways, little tables in the shade, how you waited near the window while the first espresso came. There were roses on the balconies, there were sailboats on the blue, and the sunlight crossed the old town as I walk those streets with you. The summer we left behind still returns from time to time, in the sound of waves at evening, in the warm and salty air. Though the years have moved between us, there's a place they cannot find, where we're walking by the water in the summer we left behind. We would sit beside the harbor when the afternoon grew slow, watching fishermen come homeward in the final amber glow. Then we'd wander through the alleys, past the lanterns and the vines, while an old man played his guitar and your hand was holding mine. The summer we left behind still returns from time to time, in the sound of waves at evening, in the warm and salty air. Though the years have moved between us, there's a place they cannot find, where we're walking by the water in the summer we left behind. Maybe every love has seasons, maybe every tide must turn, but the heart keeps little places where forgotten candles burn. I don't need to find you again, I don't need to change goodbye, I just keep that quiet coastline like a picture in my mind. The summer we left behind still is golden in my mind, with the cafe lights reflected on the gentle evening tide. And whenever life grows quiet, I can hear that old guitar taking me across the water to the summer in my heart. One last boat moves through the harbor, one last window holds the light, and the sea keeps our old summer somewhere underneath the night.
The morning warms the quiet harbor, soft bells travel through the air.
A waiter sets the little tables, and sunlight finds an empty chair. I first saw you by the bookshop, where the road came down to sea. You were standing in the doorway with a summer smile for me. We found a cafe near the water, ordered coffee, stayed till noon, while the sails beyond the harbor drifted underneath the blue. Shadows on the promenade, walking where the sunlight stayed. You and I beneath the awnings, with the warm sea at our side. Nothing asked us for tomorrow, nothing told us time would fade. We were simply two young lovers, shadows on the promenade. Every evening brought us closer to the old stone harbor wall, where the lamps began to shimmer, and we heard the seabirds call. You would rest your head beside me, I would watch the daylight go, while the windows on the hillside turned from ivory into gold. Shadows on the promenade, walking where the sunlight stayed. You and I beneath the awnings, with the warm sea at our side. Nothing asked us for tomorrow, nothing told us time would fade. We were simply two young lovers, shadows on the promenade. Now the years are like the vessels disappearing from the bay. Some return with every season, some are carried far away. Still, whenever coffee lingers with the salt wind in the air, for a moment I'm beside you on that old familiar square. Shadows on the promenade, memories the years have saved. There's a melody still floating from the cafes by the
tide. Though our footsteps have grown distant, something beautiful has stayed. Two young hearts beneath the sunset, shadows on the promenade. The last cafe is closing softly. Moonlight settles on the bay, and somewhere down that old promenade, our summer never fades away.
Blue morning over the rooftops, the slow breeze enters the square. The first cups ring in the cafe, and summer is everywhere. We met where the road touched the water, near a wall of weathered white. You were reading by the doorway, in the tender morning light. I ordered 2 small espressos. You laughed and pulled up a chair, while the boats beyond the breakwater moved like dreams across the air. Letters from a quiet shore, tell me what we once were living for. Days of salt and open windows, nights beneath the silver moon. We had no need for forever. We had one sweet afternoon, and the sea kept turning softly to an old familiar tune. We would follow streets of jasmine to the market near the bay, where the fruit stalls glowed like summer and the hours slipped away. Then we'd sit above the coastline as the evening changed the sky. You would whisper something tender, and I'd never ask you why. Letters from a quiet shore, tell me what we once were living for. Days of salt and open windows, nights beneath the silver moon. We had no need for forever. We had one sweet afternoon, and the
sea kept turning softly to an old familiar tune. I have crossed 1,000 mornings, I have watched new cities shine, but no window ever opened on a view as warm as mine. For the heart remembers gently what the years cannot restore. Your quiet voice beside me and the sunlight on the shore. Letters from a quiet shore. I don't need to read them anymore. Every word is in the sea wind, every page is in the blue. When the harbor turns to amber, all those distant days come through. And the coastline keeps a story that still carries me to you. Now the evening cools the pavement. One small cafe leaves its light, and the waves beneath the old town turn another page tonight.
The sun is low above the water. The harbor breathes in shades of gold. A distant ferry sounds its whistle, and evening settles on the road. We met beside a faded awning, where an old cafe faced the pier. You stirred the sugar in your coffee, then smiled and moved your chair more near. The linen curtains caught the sea wind. Small boats were sleeping by the quay, and every little sound around us felt like a secret meant to keep. Before the last ferry home, we walked the shoreline all alone, with summer stars above the water and warm sand beneath our feet. We never promised one another that our story wouldn't end. We just held the night together while the tide came in again. The harbor lamps began to shimmer. A violin played down the lane. We passed the houses on the hillside, still holding sunlight from the day. You stopped beneath an old stone archway and looked across the quiet blue. I knew that moment would stay with me long after summer carried you. Before the last ferry home, we walked the shoreline all alone, with summer stars above the water and warm sand beneath our feet. We never promised one another that our story wouldn't end. We just held the night together while the tide came in again. Some loves remain like distant islands, too far to touch, too bright to lose. They live inside familiar music, inside the scent of morning dew. And when I hear a ferry calling across the water late at night, I see your face beneath that archway, still glowing in the harbor light. Before the last ferry home, there was a world that was our own, just an old town by the water, two young hearts and summer air. Though the years have changed the harbor, one small memory still remains. You were waving from the ferry as the moon rose on the waves. The cafes close along the waterfront, the final boat becomes a light. I hear its distant whistle fading into the Mediterranean night. The evening falls behind the hillside, soft shadows gather by the sea. A little radio plays somewhere, an old and tender melody. I found you near the harbor garden, where red geraniums touch the wall. You held a book against your shoulder as summer sunlight covered all. We chose a table in the corner, 2 small coffees, nothing more, and watched the wooden boats returning to their places by the shore. Moonlight over San Marino, silver dancing on the blue. Every window held a story, every road led back to you. We were young beneath the heavens, with the whole night moving slow. Moonlight over San Marino, that's the summer I still know. We walked beneath the old balconies, where linen moved above the street. A distant mandolin was playing, while warm stones rested at our feet. You bought a flower from the market, then placed it gently in your hair. And when the harbor bells were ringing, I wished that we could linger there. Moonlight over San Marino, silver dancing on the blue. Every window held a story, every road led back to you. We were young beneath the heavens, with the whole night moving slow. Moonlight over San Marino, that's the summer I still know. Time has taken us through places that we never dreamed we'd see. But it couldn't take that evening from the deepest part of me. When the scent of coffee finds me, when a warm wind crosses town, I can hear your distant laughter as the Mediterranean sun goes down. Moonlight over San Marino, golden lamps along the quay. Though our summer turned to memory, it still lives beside the sea. And whenever night grows quiet, there's a place my heart will go. Moonlight over San Marino, where our old love still glows. The final cafe closes slowly. The moon rests gently on the foam, and somewhere beyond San Marino, an old love is sailing home.